Hi, this is Bethany Gagne, founder of the Albany Peace Project, and today I'm here with Leslie Thornton, who is both an RN and a hypnotherapist who helps people through the power of their mind and intention do what, Leslie?
Help them ditch the fat thoughts so they can lose weight for good. Yes.
I know, absolutely. So tell people why you introduce yourself that way and what your story is, just a little bit.
My story is that I used to be super fixated on food and sweets and dieting and exercising, and it affected my life greatly. I actually, in my 20s, gave up drinking alcohol, and it kind of highlighted my experience with food, and it made me realize that I needed to get over it. I was at the end of my rope with food, and I was like, if some people can live to eat versus eat to live, I would rather eat to live, and why can't I be one of those people? What's wrong with me? And I ended up discovering hypnosis and realizing that I had the ability to change my own thoughts and therefore my relationship with food, and I broke free from what I call food prison as a result. And now I am teaching others. My field, my mission is to teach others to break free from food prison as well.
Wow. So how do you do that? One thing I just want to thank you so much. You've been a big supporter of the Peace Project, and I know that as you've been going out there, you've been really encouraging people through meditation. But you also use hypnosis as well, right, to help people?
Yes.
Can you talk about that?
Sure. So it's all about the unconscious mind, realizing what it is and how 95% of the results that we're getting in life is based on what is going on in the unconscious mind. So the area where we can access that place is when we're in that meditative, hypnotic state, those first stages of sleep. And so whatever is being said to the unconscious mind in that place is what's going to cause there to be that balance between what you consciously want. So if you consciously want to lose weight and your unconscious mind now has the ability to agree with you versus disagreeing, because the unconscious mind's job is to keep you safe. So if there's any place in your unconscious mind that believes that you're going to be more safe eating sweets or eating salts or whatever your food of choice is, you're always going to go back to that food. So that's when people say, they'll have every good intention of having a new diet, and they'll say, tomorrow is the first day of the rest of my life, and I'm going to eat well, and everything's going to be good, and then somebody brings a plate of cookies to work, and before they know it, they are just eating the cookies, and they're like, how did I even get here? And then we have these thoughts of hating ourselves for being in that place again, and that cycle continues and continues forever. So in that meditative state, we're presenting to the mind what it is you would like to see have happen instead. So I would like to have a lean, strong, and healthy body versus I don't want to be fat and overweight and unhealthy for the rest of my life. And so getting your mind in that place of envisioning, kind of like a vision board, they really actually work, is when you're putting yourself in that imagination of what you would like to have happen. By law of attraction, you're creating those things to more easily come. So you might actually be craving vegetables. You might actually really not want to eat sweets, and you can feel your body more. And you're like, after I eat those cookies, I feel really sluggish and tired, and why would I want that? And so it becomes easier and easier, and that's what I'm really coaching people through, is to become aware of your body and how you feel, and just how to access that unconscious place to get the changes that you want.
I definitely feel like I had that experience, that when we kind of become more, the more we practice this work, the more we become aware of how we're feeling.
Yes.
And so you're able to kind of, by becoming aware of how we feel, then we actually can make changes without white knuckling it. So if we know that we're feeling a little off, we can use these skills, right, like meditation and hypnosis to just kind of gradually change how we feel, as opposed to kind of try to eat to change how we feel, right?
Yes, absolutely. There's so much with perfection. A lot of people, like all my clients, they know exactly how to lose weight, they know how to eat well, they know how to exercise, but for whatever reason they're not doing it. And it's, a lot of us are holding ourselves to be this perfect picture of health. But maybe when we're in touch with our own emotions and our own feelings in our bodies, we can learn to love ourselves when we're going through the hard times, and maybe have an extra 10 or 20 pounds on and just say, okay, I'm in this place, what can I do today? One small thing that will lead me towards a healthy, happier life.
You know, let's talk about that a little bit more, because I know many times people feel as though behavior change, we have to kind of beat ourselves up to make the change, and we have to kind of be on our case and be really rigid and strong, and yet the research shows that the more compassionate we are with ourselves, that's when we make change. I think people really need to hear that. What's your experience with all of that?
Yeah, well, if you think about like how you would treat a friend who is going through something like that, we're so much more kind and gentler with our friends, and we'll say, it's okay, give yourself a break, you've been having a stressful time, look at all the stuff that's happened to you lately, like, just love yourself, it's okay, it's going to get better. But then when it comes to ourselves, we'll beat ourselves up. And the tagline to my business is love yourself to freedom, because the more that we're loving ourselves, there's times where I'll even like in my meditation envision myself, this little part of me that's scared or not feeling successful or these things, and I'll imagine myself mothering my own child self and just saying, it's okay, like, you can love yourself, everything's gonna be fine, and look at all the stuff that you're going through, and you know, so it's just having that mentality of how can I just love myself enough to bring myself towards the happiness, the health that I really want and I deserve.
You know, it's so important that you're bringing people into that in hypnosis. You know, recently I was doing a talk, and we were talking about loving ourselves, and I was making this point that we don't feel it. We talk about a lot of stuff, but we're not really feeling things. And so we did this meditation, and I had them go to do the loving stuff the way you do in hypnosis. And this woman kind of came out and she said, Bethany, now I know what you're talking about. Because we can talk about loving ourselves, but until we feel love for ourselves, and that's, you're really helping people facilitate that state, right?
Absolutely, yes. And just to have somebody, I mean, we all need help in different areas at different times in our life. So like, I know for me, the way that I get through stuff is by finding someone, you know, some people can do it just with a book, but finding someone who's been through exactly what I was going through, and what are their services that's going to guide me step by step through that situation and get me to where I need to go. So that's really
what you do for other people.
Yes.
Right? Yep. Through especially when people are doing the yo-yo thing with any behavior change, right? Not just weight loss, right? You work with any substance abuse, right?
Yeah.
Anything like
Test
that.
anxiety. Claustrophobia in planes. It works for it all.
It's good stuff, good stuff. So in today's meditation, maybe you'll be kind of helping people feel that state of loving presence with ourselves. That would be really great.
I can do that.
Okay, good deal. So Leslie's website is below this video now, and strongly encourage you, especially if you feel like, because you've been through it yourself, the up, down, right?
Yes.
So if people are having those kind of challenges with anything, really to be able to get underneath and deal with that unconscious mind, good stuff, Leslie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Weight winning programs, look out for those. Those are really fun.
Oh, cool. All right, weight winning programs. So thank you, Leslie. Bye.
Starts January 7th.
Oh, okay, that's right. January 7th. And how does it work? You said it's online. Tell them it's online.
So it's an online course, 6 weeks long. It'll be, you can either dial in on the phone or click a link on the web, and you'll see my screen shared. Everybody kind of can openly talk at certain points during the call. There's a Facebook group. There's a resource page. Had great results the last time, so I'm excited to do it again.
Oh, fun. Okay, great. I'm glad we got to say that. Have a good day. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.